Hey everyone, it's Teresa, and today I have an exciting video for you. It's going to be some dupes, and I've got a friend that I'm working with. So let's go ahead and get into the first one. So we have this harvest garland from Pottery Barn for $149. I've got some of these Dollar Tree picks that are pumpkins. They came in like a 4-pack, and I just coated them all completely with some of this terracotta white paint. And now I'm just going to trim off all of these little leaf picks, also from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to just start kind of pushing them into this wreath form, again from Dollar Tree. And this wreath form and the picks all together, I mean, maybe $5 at most. So $149 it is not. Don't get me wrong, I am sure that the one from Pottery Barn is gorgeous, probably bigger than this, but it did not cost me $149 to put this together. So definitely check out the Dollar Tree for these white leaves. They're just absolutely gorgeous, so neutral, and I took a lot of these little pumpkin picks. Now the one I am finagling right now, it came in a different pack. I did the same thing. I painted it with that same paint color, and that one, if I can find it on my desk, is called the Terracotta, and that is Adobe White. You can get them at Hobby Lobby, you can get them at Michael's. Make sure when you buy them that you get them with a 30% off coupon, because they are not cheap. I think it's like $4 a bottle, but again, if you use your 30% off, it's not too bad. And they do have really good coverage, and they give you a really cool texture, which you'll see in a few minutes because I'm going to use a lot of them. They were sent to me, a few of them. I think I have about half of my collection was sent to me, half of it I couldn't wait and I bought it. Now I'm taking some of these sticks. They're from a bundle that I have, some like dried flowers that I've kind of had sitting in my stash for a little while. And obviously, depending on the kinds of trees you have in your neighborhood, your yard, you can just pick them up off the ground and use them for the same thing. It's just in the wreath that I am trying to replicate, they had a lot of these kind of sticks, and I thought that wasn't going to happen. There's not going to be that much. And then these are in that same pack of all the dried sticks, just a couple little extra things just to kind of give it a little, a little something. Here's how it turned out, and there's the comparison. Like I said, it came out pretty good, I have to say. So today's video is with Living My Best Life with Lisa Marie. She is absolutely wonderful. She has all kinds of amazing videos for you to go check out. I'm gonna have her video from today linked for you below, as well as her channel, so don't forget to go over and say hello. She's gonna be doing some fall dupes too. You won't want to miss them. And we're going to do this pumpkin from Kirklands. On sale right now, it's just over $26. And again, we're going to use some Dollar Tree stuff. I've already filled in little holes, and this slotted pumpkin, again, you can get it at the Dollar Tree. I gave it a full coat of the Waverly chalk paint and ink. And then I am using this galvanized welcome sign, also from the Dollar Tree. I did just a full coat of Mod Podge, and then went over that with the white Adirondack paint from Folk Art. I'm going to get my E6000 out and give it a few little dollops throughout on the back side of the galvanized sign, and then do the same with some hot glue. The metal, it does not like hot glue, it does not like paint, so you have to kind of work with it and kind of make it work, with whatever you've got, essentially. And of course I had like a little spillage of the glue, but that's okay. I'm going to take apart this little pumpkin sign, and I kind of broke it in the process, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work today. And you're just going to put some hot glue there in that little crevice, push your, slotted pumpkin in, and I'll add, oh, there's my head, sorry. I'm just going to add a couple of tumbling tower blocks to the back, give it a little added security so it doesn't go anywhere. Just so, like I said, it's going to be set. It's not going nowhere. Here's my project and our other one that I was replicating, and I need to add the bow still, but next, we're going to make some pumpkins. There's a lot of pumpkins today. Now, these ones from Kirklands, they were more of a foam pumpkin. I'm going to use some more terracotta paint. They had that kind of look to them, so that's what I was going with. Now, on this one, I am going to do, I believe it ends up being like 2 or so coats. This first terracotta, sorry, I had to reach for it. This first one here is Terrazzo Tan. I'm going to leave it listed for you below, though, all of today's paint colors, because I probably said it wrong, and that's okay. I'm just kind of showing you it goes on really nicely. And I'm going to do another pumpkin in this more of like a blue tone color. And again, I can't remember the name of it offhand, and it is Seastone. I do about 2 coats on both of the different pumpkins just to kind of make sure they're nice and opaque. You can give it a lot more texture if you pounce your paint on your surfaces. It just kind of depends on how much texture you want to get from it. I liked more of the smooth look to it, but that was just my preference. So you do you. You do what you like. And once we are done with our 2 coats on both of them, I felt like it kind of needed a little bit more. And we're going to go in with a little bit deeper of a shade on the same kind of terracotta paint. I'm just going to go over the stem on both of those pumpkins. And I'll be honest, I got a little, a little messy. I wasn't being particularly careful. And on this one, I did more of like a pouncing to leave some of that darker brown because it just needed, a little bit more texture to it. There's a lot of texture, but that's okay. They make this one. This one is called Obsidian, and I'm just going to pounce it on again. Like I said, I just wanted to build it up a little bit more. My my 2 that I'm trying to dupe are actually a lot more of a monotone color, if that makes any sense to you. And I didn't really want to go that route, so I'm changing it up a little bit. I kind of kept layering on the stem just to make it more of what I wanted. And then I was like, I got some on my pumpkin. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go with it. So I took it in and did a little bit of dry brushing around the pumpkin. And then I really focused in a little bit more in the creases. And I went ahead and did that to the blue pumpkin as well. Just because, like I said, I wanted just to build it up and get a little bit different of a look. And you'll see here the finished and the comparison. And I think I like mine better. And they're not foam. So, all right, we've got this one for $11.99 from Hobby Lobby. I'm starting off with another one of their more like wood tone looking pumpkins. I've done something similar to this already this year, but this one's a little different. And I loved the way it turned out, so I wanted to show you. I'm taking the Dollar Tree little beads, little sticker beads, and I'm putting them down kind of like the middle point, the high point on each little pumpkin area. I don't even know what to call that. Does that have a name? You guys will have to let me know. I'm going to take Folk Art, Sheepskin, and Waverly in Hazelnut. I'm kind of mixing them up together because I don't know. It was like the one was too dark. I didn't have, one that was a lighter color, and it ends up being this atrocious color when you're looking at it like this. But don't worry, we're working with it. I'm going to take some antique wax and some white wax. I mixed those 2 together, and I'm going to give it a layer of this now. I'm doing a pretty messy layering of it. I'm not doing a dry brush by any means, but I'm doing it kind of messy. That way, if some of that tannish colored paint sneaks through, it's all right. If it's more opaque, it's also all right. And like I said, we're just kind of layering things on today, and I'm kind of digging the overall effect that I've gotten today. And we're adding yet another layer. Now we've got the Waverly chalk paint in plaster, and at first I was like, I'm just going to dry brush it on. And then I looked at my, my dupe, my picture that I'm trying to dupe, and I was like, nope, it's not like that. It's not like that at all, Teresa. So then I was like, well, why not? We're just going to paint the whole thing with the plaster. Like I said, guys, today is just all about layering. And now I've got some, again, same thing. I've got a little deeper this time, I should say, the antique wax with the white wax. And now I'm going over mostly in like the little bubble beaded areas to give them, a lot more definition. Man, these things like pop out at you. You can see them. There's no mistaking it. They're there. And this one is funny. It's like I almost felt like this one didn't go as well with everything else. This one was way more in like the rustic direction. And the other ones before this, I felt like kind of went in like a cottagecore kind of feeling to it. So it was like I said, I was trying to do like cottagecore stuff. And I did this one and I was like, well, I'm just going to throw it in there because I like it. It's a little bit more eclectic today, but that's all right. It's all fall. It's all dupes. So They're all under $5, which is amazing. And I didn't use my Cricut, guys. Here it is, though, as compared to the original one. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. All right, so on this one, $44 from Magnolia. That is the one, the Fix It Up show that they have on like HGTV. And this one is definitely a lot more on the inspired direction because it's got a texture on the bottle. It's not the same size. It's a similar shape. So it's what I had, and it got it to the point where I could actually use something out of my like extensive collection of glass and ceramic stuff. So I went with it. I did 2 coats, probably about maybe like a little bit extra just to fill in any spots I missed, just because I felt like it needed it. And I love the red color, though. I really didn't know if I was going to love it, but I do. Here it is. I just added some dried flowers, and that is going to be the conclusion. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was kind of fun because no Cricut today. Speaking of Cricut, I have a live coming up on Saturday at 7:30 here on my channel. I've got some friends coming, and we're going to talk about some differences between Cricut and Chalk Couture. I do both, so I hope you come and join me over there on Saturday. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves, though, and don't forget to go check out Lisa Marie's video today, and I will see you next time.